Hey, what's up everyone? So I want to do an overview on the Resident Evil games. Now that we have the final chapter movie on the way in theaters and the new Resident Evil 7 game on the works, what better way to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the franchise than to talk about some games. With that being said, Capcom has released some HD remastered games this year, 2016, which started with Resident Evil 6 in March 2016. This was originally released on the Xbox 360 and PS3. If you haven't played this game, I'll just say in my opinion that Leon Kennedy's campaign is the best in my opinion. It starts well as a horror game, but then it elevates into an action game later on. The game involves heavy on co-op, so if you have a friend who has the game, make sure to tag along. It will make the gameplay easier. There's 4 story modes, one with Leon, one with Chris Redfield, and one with a new character named Jake. And the last one is unlocked once you beat the first 3 stories. So I won't spoil the last story, but I think the remastered version spoils it. This game also includes the Mercenaries, which is like a arcade mode of killing the infected. This is a great way to earn currency in the game to unlock stuff in the game. You can also unlock figures by finding all the emblems in the chapter. Also, is it me or does the remastered version have 60 frames? The game movements really run fluently. It doesn't say in the back of the physical game if it's 60 frames, but it looks like 60 frames locked in. Anyways, speaking of, might as well go in details on what's on the back. No hope left. The world is in turmoil. The C virus has spread to epidemic proportions. The bioterror threat looks to lead humanity into a chilling end of days. When all the goodbyes have been said and all hope seems lost, one final struggle begins. Featuring 4 unique scenarios and 4 gameplay styles, enter the darkest corners of the world alone or with 4 players online. Includes all maps and multiplayer DLC. In my opinion, this game was okay. It wasn't bad, but it was average. Later on in late spring 2016, we got Resident Evil 5, which was originally released on the Xbox 360 and PS3 as well. I feel like the cover to this remaster should have been Chris and Sheva, especially since you play with them for the majority of the game. I won't mention Jill's presence in the game since it will go into spoiler territory. This version is basically the same as the Resident Evil Gold Edition. Basically, it includes all the DLC all in one game. This includes costumes, additional story contents like Lost in Nightmare and Desperate Escape. Mercenaries is also in the game. I believe you unlock the DLC parts of the game once you progress in the game. Personally, I like the game. It's not the best of the series, but I have fun with it, especially if you're playing with friends. I always find it fun to annoy your partners by rushing them.
Hurry! Hurry! Come on! Come
Roger,
on!
I can't
Come
right
on!
now.
Come on!
Okay,
Come on!
forget it.
Come on!
Forget it.
Come on!
You can't be
Come
serious.
On. Come on!
Okay.
Come on!
Okay.
Come on!
Roger.
Come on! Come
Okay.
on! Come
Roger.
on!
Anyways, let's see what's on the back. You don't have to face fear alone. Join forces with friends as you control Chris Redfield and Sheva Alomar and fight together. It includes all DLC, 2 extra episodes which is Lost in Nightmares and Desperate Escape, 4 additional costumes to fight in style. All 18 characters join the battle in the Mercenaries United, and hordes of enemies and versus in No Mercy mode. And in late August, Capcom dropped Resident Evil 4, which is the one that changed everything for the Resident Evil franchise for better or worse. This was ported for pretty much everything: GameCube, Wii, PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, PC, you name it, they probably made a port for it. This game is what changed from the tank controls of Resident Evil to what we have today for the character's control. Don't get me wrong, I love my fixed angles tank control games. Silent Hill is a good example of that. One day in the future I'll make sure to do a Silent Hill overview video or something related to it. On the cover we got Leon with many enemies in the game. I also find it weird that the logo has the number 4 before the title. Let's see what's on the back. One of the highest rated games in history, and there's reviews by many sources like Game Informer, IGN, and others. The synopsis says, U.S. agent Leon Kennedy must investigate the kidnapping of the president's daughter. His search brings him into a rural village where he encounters hordes of unimaginable horrors and must fight to uncover who or what is behind it all. As far as the Origin collections for Resident Evil, it includes the first Resident Evil and Resident Evil 0. Both are remakes and remastered with updated graphics. For the first game, all I gotta say is this is the Resident Evil I love. The fixed camera angle with tank controls and survival horror at its best. The atmosphere is great for giving the player an uneasy feeling, which is key to the game. The soundtrack also gives you that creepy vibe. In the first Resident Evil, you play as Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield. The game has a lot of puzzle solving and using the inventory is limited, so use it wisely. This is also a game in where, depending on your actions, you could get a different ending. I haven't played the first and prequel of the Resident Evil games much to go over it, but I do have it on my to-do list to finish and play. I have them in my digital library, so there isn't much to show. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. I do look forward for what Capcom has in store for the new Resident Evil game in January 2017. Leave a like if you like what you see, comment on what you think of the games, and mention any memories you had on any of the games. And make sure to subscribe for more content. I am out. Peace.